What's that? Marhawkman is doing a gear investigation video. Uh-oh. It's going to be something weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be something weird. It is this. I decided to do a in-depth analysis on it. Well, let's see here. I'm going to compare it with the Draconian Ceremonial Polearm because, well, quite frankly, that is actually one of the most basic melee weapons there is in the game. Except it does bonus radiation damage. Granted, it's only a 10% chance, so it's really not actually a particularly good bonus thingy. Other than that, yeah, completely boring. Now, I do have a few others in here that I can do quick comparisons with. Asai Stunlerpa, for example, which is only Mark 11 and not Mark 15, so it does far less damage. A few other nanopulse weapons, like this, actually has a much higher base damage than the Ceremonial Polearm. However, because of the fact that it's a plasma blade, it has certain disadvantages. And let's see here. Oh yeah, there's just also this one. This one, the Glacial one, you cannot upgrade it. It kind of sucks. Yeah, 302 versus 345. That's actually not a particularly big difference. It might actually be the mods on it that are making the difference between the raw damage. Like here. This one. 299, which is a Mark 13. Yeah, actually slightly more than the Mark 13 one. Anyways, so when we have that framework for comparison, looking at this and seeing that it has 231 damage, that is pretty low. Like 231 damage. Like let's put this one up here so we can compare it more quickly and easily. 226, 231. That, yeah, that is actually pretty. This is actually going to give you better damage total because the psionic damage is not a proc. It always does psionic damage, and a lot of targets lack resistance to psionic damage because it's special. So this actually does more damage overall. Now, the minus run speed thing, that is actually something that is interesting. It is kind of sort of like a chill effect. But that is the initial introduction. Let's go check it out. Yeah, we're beaming down. Don't care. Alright, let's see. Again, in the current environmental circumstances, I am being scaled to level 50, so these numbers are smaller. So I'm going to look at them again just to verify them. 252 DPS. Here we have... Oh, right, these aren't equipped, so they're not being scaled down. Oh, this is bind on equip. You know what? Yeah, I'm done with that for now. I'm actually going to upgrade this thing, because you can't upgrade it. Move. Alright, well, let's see what the raw numbers look like when we upgrade it. 231. Okay, it still says 231. So it was effectively a Mark 12 green. Note, it now shows a mod labeled slow, which is the whole minus run speed thing, is because that is actually a pretty hefty run speed reduction. It cuts their run speed to 1/3 of what it would normally be. Granted, it only does so for 3 seconds, but still makes the opponent a lot slower. Anyways, let's go. Hey, 20% chance. I mean, alright, so let's see what we got here. 245 versus 259. Now, this kind of looks better than the ceremonial polearm, but remember, I'm on Defera, it's being scaled down to 50. Maybe I should have done this on my ship bridge before beaming down. Whatever, I'm here now. I'm going to do a direct comparison as soon as I'm done. Alright, so, this says 271 and what have you. Now, this got a crit severity mod. That's nice. Alright, let's close that for now. Let's see what happens if we re-engineer it. The slow mod is baked in and permanent. You cannot get rid of it. This, let's see, potential powers are the boring, normal stuff. KB3, damage, crit D, crit hit. I'm not going to bother. Yeah, I could, but okay, so currently this is marked at 252. Alright, let's switch this in and see what we get. And this shows as 232. Okay, yeah, it is now being scaled down to what is, I think, approximately Mark 12. Alright, so it's not showing any sort of a cold damage, though, which is kind of annoying. Also, this thing is huge. It does make a visual effect like it's chilling your opponent as part of that slow effect, and that the blue glow effect does kind of sort of read as cold. It's just that it's actually physical damage and not cold damage. As you can see, when you hit someone with it, it only pops one damage number, which would be the physical damage. So, yeah, pure physical damage. It's not cold damage, which would be great when you're using the Cryo Shaper stuff. I mean, thematically, it makes sense as a cold item, but that's all flavor text. It's not actually ice damage. Which, you know, for the Cryo Shaper set, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. The raw damage is decent. I will give it that much. It's not part of a set, so no set bonuses. I do have to say that making it take the Cryo Shaper set bonuses would feel a bit weird because it's Klingon. The Cryo Shaper set is Breen. So yeah, it doesn't really make sense for it to have those bonuses. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go beat this guy to death. Oh hey, these guys respawned. So aesthetically, it's pretty cool, and it does have decent damage. Oh yes, let's play. I gotta say, that is actually pretty impressive. good damage, and with the Cryo Shaper set for defense, yeah, I didn't take any actual damage there at all. Took out 2 heavy tactical drones. Not bad. So, overall, it's a brute force melee weapon. Yes, it has that slow effect that is pretty nice. Thematically, it is really cool looking. Beyond that, It is, however, of course, something that you get for a relatively inexpensive price, because it's just a handful of trinkets. Wait, wrong button. Events, event store, winter event. You have to scroll down quite a ways below all of the outfit boxes. And then when you get here, this, for some unknowable reason, this one is a max of 1 per character. So the fact that I already have one means that it won't let me buy another one. But yeah, these are really cheap. 8 and 5. That is almost free. You can easily get that in an hour or less. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, the Bring Cryo Shaper set doesn't actually need the rare ones. That's the part that surprises me with this one. But anyway, though, maybe I will look into the new kit module soon. This is actually a fun buff. All of your attacks get bonus cold damage. And slow run speed. You know, that's an interesting question. This new Bat'leth combined with cryotronic modulation, would that actually freeze the opponent in place by reducing their run speed to 0? Ha! That, or it'll reduce their run speed to 22%. Something like that. I don't know. At any rate, I think we're done here for now. Interesting weapon. More of a thematic piece than anything that has any particular value for a build, unless you really, really want a weapon that slows your enemies. I'm not that into weapons that slow my enemies, though. Especially when this one hits so hard. Is that the only commander and higher enemies are actually going to survive long enough for the run speed reduction to matter. When I hit instants with this, they basically just fell down dead. Oh well. See you guys next time.